introduction of a loved one, I'll be introducing my Aunt Dottie. In our day and age, most people can't imagine going their whole life without ever having a cell phone, ever having a driver's license, ever being married, ever having kids, and ever owning a car. But that's exactly what my Aunt Dottie has done. Some of my earliest memories were spent with my Aunt Dottie. She played a major role in raising me and always put others before herself. When I was much younger, my mom was working full-time as a nurse, and my dad was working full-time as a football coach and as an athletic director at my high school. Since they were so busy, they would always take me to Dottie's house, and she would take care of me instead of them putting me in daycare. She would never charge them anything because she always loved taking care of me and my cousins and my sister just because she liked spending time with us so much. Besides my parents, my Aunt Dottie has been one of the most influential people in my life. She's not only helped raise my cousins, my sister, and me, but also helped raise my dad. With her raising me, we've acquired a lot of funny stories. Whenever I was younger and I was staying at her house one day, she told me she was 65 years old. After that, I cried all day long because she said that I thought she was going to die soon because she was getting so much older. And also my parents have always blamed her on me being left-handed because she's one of the only left-handed people in my family, and they always say that she would put things in my left hand to make me be left-handed like her. When I was at my Aunt Dottie's house, one thing I could always look forward to was spending time with my cousins, Benjamin and Brandon. They're twins, and they're a year younger than me, and we'd always play all day, and she would make our favorite meals, and every time an infomercial would come on with a cool toy on it, we'd scream, "Dottie, Dottie," and she'd come running in the room, and we'd tell her this is what we wanted for our birthday or for Christmas, and she would always make sure to write it down and order it that day so it'd be there for Christmas or for our birthdays. A second thing that I really loved about my Aunt Dottie was the great way that she gave gifts. On our birthdays, mine and my sister's, whenever it was my birthday, in the card that she would send us, she would send $70, 50 for me and 20 for my sister so that she didn't feel left out. And also on my sister's birthday, she'd send 50 for her and 20 for me. On Christmas, we always go to my Aunt Dottie's house on Christmas Eve. We are always there with all my family, and we eat and we exchange gifts. And when I was younger, I always knew to expect those infomercial gifts on Christmas Eve. A third thing that I really admire about my Aunt Dottie is that she never complains. She's one of 13 children. She grew up on a farm and always had chores and did a lot of manual labor, but she always was such a hard worker. She worked for AT&T for 35 years until she retired, and everyone always knew they could rely on her to do her work and get it done right. As I would stay at my Aunt Dottie's house, we'd always walk over to my Aunt Fuzzy's house. Her real name's Gertrude, but we always all call her Aunt Fuzzy. It was always right around the corner, and we would always go visit my cousins Tyler and Macy. And as they've gotten older, my Aunt Fuzzy actually sold her house and moved in with my Aunt Dot. So now every time I go visit, I get to visit them both at the same time, and it's really nice. Overall, my Aunt Dottie made a huge impact on mine and my family's entire lives, and she continues to do so. As I've gotten older and busier with school and work and having a social life, I haven't gotten to see my Aunt Dottie as much as I used to. But no matter what, she'll always have a special place in my heart.